Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort in Marina, Lake Taneycomo. I've got to move. I'm going to drift into a tree. Was not real smart. Okay. Yeah, I was going to show you. That's what I was about ready to drift into. I'm going to drift into it again. Okay. Okay. No, I'm not going to drift into it. So if you see the real pretty houses on this side, I'm just down from Lookout. This is Point Royale. When I moved here, there was no houses back in the early 80s. This was all farmland up there. Yeah, it's a nice golf course and a bunch of nice houses. So today is Monday, the 5th of August, and they are running some water. Started about 1 o'clock. 2.5 units, but I think it's dropped. It's dropped a foot on the bank, 1.5 feet. So maybe 2 units. It's after 7 o'clock in the evening. Came out here later today on purpose. Actually, a little chilly coming up. Should have brought a jacket. 16th ounce sculpin and ginger jig with a brown head, 2-pound line. Jump in the water. That was weird. I am on 2 kinds of antibiotics. I just finished one of them today, thankfully. I don't think I like antibiotics. They don't make me feel very good. It's for an infection, lung infection I had last week, and COVID. Nothing on the first cast. My plan is this evening is to throw this for a little bit, get a little bit later in the evening, and then I'm going to go over on that bank over there and throw a hopper. That's the plan. So we kind of spent the day looking around at some of the changes on the lake since the flash flood a few weeks ago. We got some gravel bars that are causing some problems, and also a tree and a root wad at Short Creek. It's out in the middle of the lake. It's damaged a lot of props. So we put a buoy on the one at Short Creek today. It says no wake, which is not the right buoy, but it's the only one we had. I ordered some labels, so we'll change it out once we get the labels in, but it will mark that. We thought we might be able to move that tree, but it's too big. So it's there until we get enough water running to move it out, which that's going to be a while. We're going to have a lot of floodgate water to move that thing. I just missed one. It does seem like nothing is forever in this lake. That's one thing that I will say. except for a couple of really big rocks along this bluff bank. I don't think they'll ever move. The ones that are big as Volkswagen bugs. But the trees and the gravel bars, they all change over time in just about any river. And that's pretty much what we are as a river. But that one's there to stay for quite a while. So we'll put a buoy on it, and hopefully people will still steer clear. Although it's kind of funny, we did go down to down by Scotty's dock downtown, and we'd heard some things were in the lake down there, and sure enough, there are 3 orange milk jugs that have been tied to 3 items that are in the middle of the lake below the mouth of Turkey Creek. And these items came out of Turkey Creek. There is kind of an unidentified object that looks like maybe a trailer, a flatbed trailer. There is a enclosed trailer, box trailer in the lake, and then there's a big trash dumpster in the lake. And they each have a orange milk jug tied to them. And then we went down below the last bridge, and I told the guys that I hit something down there a week ago, and I couldn't find out what it was. Couldn't locate it after I hit it. Well, we found it. It's a dock that came from someplace that's sitting on the bottom, and there's a section that comes up and across, and it's about, well, I would say with the water off, it's about 1.5 feet deep and about 8 foot wide. And it has 3 small water bottles tied to a string and attached to that. That's the only thing that's marking it. And while we were going back up lake, we were going slow. We were just talking, me and Ryan, and 2 boats came up from down lake, came up, and they were going pretty good clip, and they went by those orange milk jugs, and both boats came within just a few feet of the middle one. Like, I mean, if those objects were a little bit shallower, they would have hit them. So it was kind of funny. Ryan, it's kind of an example a lot of times, sometimes when we give some instruction to people when they go out in a pontoon, say don't do this, go right of this, stay on the bluff, which is the channel side, stay in the middle. And they don't do what we ask them to do, and they come back, oh, missed another one, come back with a damaged prop. And a lot of times they'll say, yeah, I should have listened to you a little closer. And it's the same thing on those milk jugs. Why would you think you could go close to one of those milk jugs if it's marking something that's a hazard? I mean, milk jugs usually aren't considered a hazard buoy, but at least somebody tried to mark something in the water that you should probably stay away from. So my bluff bank is almost all in the shade now. since I can't catch anything on a jig. I've missed 2. A doctor's appointment this morning I made 4 months ago, and had some tests run, and they told me that I was only 4 days out from having a positive COVID test. And they said, well, we can't see you because our rules say you got to be 5 days out. So that was frustrating. Ooh, that was a big splash, wherever that was. So I wanted to take the camera and kind of show you. This is what came out of this. Oh, sorry, Jack. This is what came out of the creek, this little wash out of the golf course. All that new gravel. And comes out here and drops off. And a whole bunch of fish just below it on the drop off too. That's what we're seeing almost all the creeks up and down the lake. A couple more casts and then we're going to go over and throw a hopper. Lots, and Cooper Creek is probably the most impressive amount of rock came out of Cooper Creek. Of course, that's our property. Cooper Creek goes through our property, so a lot of that rock came from the lower end, which is kind of outside our property line. So, but regardless, there's a lot of rock came out of those. And for those items to come out of Turkey Creek, I think that was bottom, and get shoved to the center, even past center of the lake. I mean, the box trailer is more than 3/4 of the way across the lake towards the Branson side. The dumpster's halfway across the lake. This is the last cast, then we're gonna go. That was bottom. Okay. The DO should be about the same. Temperature's the same as the other day when I took it, so lake's still in good shape. Jordan Isaacs had a phenomenal trip, I guess, this morning. He had 3 browns over 20, and gosh, did really good. Got to talk to him about that. All right, let's go back up. Okay, I'm gonna throw the pink hopper. Same one I threw the other day. It's already caught quite a few fish. It's still in pretty good shape. Nothing on the first cast. They've slowed the water down even further since so they're in the process of slowing it down. I don't know how slow it's going to get before I'm done. And first fish. I like those spots that are right underneath the trees. Barely got him. But it is in the, oh, my hopper has, the hook actually broke. Okay. The hook broke. I've never had one do that before. Wow. Not the bend, but the shank. I'm glad I brought my box. I just happen to have another pink hopper. Oh, these are hard. The way they get them tied, they hide the eye of the hook. You can't tie onto it. You gotta do a little bit of, ugh, I don't know if I'll get this one. It got a little aggressive on the thread. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get this one. I'm gonna have to take this one back and do a little repair work on it with some tools. Let's see here. Yeah, this is better. I can actually see some light in the eye. This is pretty tight too, though. Come on. I think I got it started. There it is. Okay. stopper. Let's put that right there. Okay. Yeah, that guy came way off the bank, kind of off the end of the tree, small tree. Here's another tree. See if I can land right underneath it. I'll go a little closer to the bank this time. See if anything's up there. Really like that drift. I like that drift too. Ooh, right underneath that tree. I bet you anything there's a fish underneath that tree. Let's try it again a little further in. That looks so good. A lot of times you'll see these rainbows, they'll be, oh, I see him. Speaking of, see if I can tempt him. He was running around like he was looking for stuff. Little one though, wasn't that big. But they run around in these edges, outside edges of these eddies, kind of on the film line. See him picking off stuff. water has slowed down a bunch. I like this spot right here. Hit the brakes a little bit, throw a little bit further inside. Did not produce. Try one more time under this, underneath the tree. Oh, that looked good. And it continues to look good through here. Good current, nice and dark. Come on, eat it. Gosh, that looks good. There should be a fish in there. Oh, wow. Good spot. Mm. gotta get better. Just looks too good. This is just really, I like the flow. There's not a lot of junk in the water. I'm pushing through this. Well, I've always said the second half is better than the first, so hopefully it pans out this evening. Crazy, we only had one take. Come on. Right there. Boy. Mm-mm. Missed him. Just, I was switching hands. I was switching. Ah! He had it too, because when I finally got the hook set, he was there for a second. It was about the same size as the other one I caught. But it's one of those things that I just only had one rise right here. So, oh, there he is right there. He's looking for my fly. Eat it. Eat it. Oh. Current just dragging my fly so bad when I land it. Yeah, he wasn't a bad fish. It's okay. I think it's going to get better. Well, fish didn't take it while I was messing with my line. That's good. Get a little closer to the bank on this one. Come on, eat it. Oh, there. Yeah, this is the final stretch through here. This is where it should happen. Caught a fish right in here before, right above this log. Hooey. Come on. Come on. Going a little closer. Come on, eat it. Okay, come on. Oh, this is... Ah, this is where it ought to be happening, all through here. I'm almost to the end. Cannot believe I did not get bit any more than I did. Wow. I still got a chance for a big fish. I mean, I know there's some big rainbows that'll take these hoppers all along this bank. Maybe my brown. Well, very disappointing. 2 bites on the jig and two bites on the hopper. One fish. That's kind of what I did yesterday. Well, I always feel like apologizing, but I can't do anything about it. You ready to go, Jack? Could be a chilly ride home. No fog tonight, which is awesome. Still pretty chilly after about a 95-degree day. Yeah, nothing wrong with the hopper. Thanks for watching. We'll try it again tomorrow.